Hi. So I am Nandani, and if you are also someone who has at least once in their lifetime being called too political or being called out for being someone who makes everything political and that they just ruin the vibe of the room by being political, or they would just, end any relationship just because of the political ideologies, we need to talk. See, you and I, both of us, we go through the same shit, man. We make everything political, we bring politics into everything, and we try to have an intellectually stimulating conversation, and people hate us for it. But you know what? This is your sign to actually be the most annoying person in every room you walk into. But make sure you're speaking your heart out, you're speaking your mind out, and you're just talking about literally everything you think should be talked about, and you just piss everyone off, and you be happy, and you do what other people are not. The society that we live in tends to be a very complex, complicated place to live in, you know because we kind of like have these very contradictory values that make things more complicated for us than they already are. And we are in the society, and we are trying to we are trying to contribute into something that might bring a potential change. Either it be protests, either it be writing letters to the Education Ministry of India, either it be talking on internet like me, anything. If you are doing even the tiniest of effort just to contribute into a bigger change, you already have my respect, my friend. I have observed this three categories of people I come across: one who are political, people who are aware, people who are reading, people who are actively keeping themselves updated on social media, on news channels, any source of like information. They are updated and they know their shit, they know what they're doing. Now on the other hand, there are people, they're also reading, they're also active on social media, they're also watching informational videos, but the information that they are taking is completely different from the information this other half of the people is taking. Okay, this other half of the people is relying on independent media, credible resources, research resources, primary research resources. These people are reading research papers, these people are coming up with political analysis, and these people are coming up with all sorts of different studies and research papers and whatnots. And the other hand, same people reading things. The only difference is one person is reading things of actual books, one is just reading things of WhatsApp, but both of them are reading. Both of them are getting their news, their information from social media. But one is getting genuine information and the other one is getting the brainwashed version of it. And then comes the most harmful and, personally speaking, the most stupid and the most dangerous kind of people. And it is the people who say they are apolitical or they don't vote any party because, like, none of them are just good enough. And they press nota on the EVMs and think it's a very smart choice. That right there, my friend. These are a bunch of absolute fools And I mean it in the most disgraceful and disrespectful manner ever. I don't care. But these people, they're like, okay, so I have two political parties in front of me. I have one vote. And this right has been granted to me by the Constitution of India, the very Constitution that was drafted by some very intelligent, smart, notable visionaries. This is the right that I am being served on a silver fucking platter. And you know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm just gonna waste it. I am just going to throw it away in the dustbin, baby. That's what you guys do. That's what you guys do. You guys who press nota on the EVM, this is what you guys are doing. You think nobody is good enough, babe? You run for prime minister. Please go ahead. I will happily all my support. If you have the caliber, if you have the potential, if you have the ideologies, you go, girl. But if that is not the case, then how about you use your very precious right? Now, though, it's not even sure how long you have this right for, so celebrate it while you still have it and try to do something. See, there are two people, A and B, okay? A has few good, like positives, green flags, more red flags. B has also green flags, red flags, equal. Yeah, but B has like a little bit more green flags, like educated people like me more. So now I am the voter. I have the choice to vote. So I am either going to vote for A, B, or I'm going to vote for A. But what do? I take this vote, which was given to me on a silver platter, and I just throw it away in the bin like this. That's what I do with it because, hey, A and B, none of you are good enough, bitches. So, you know what? I'm not gonna vote any of you. So, that vote is wasted. It did not count. You did not make anybody win. You did not make anybody lose. If you had to come to the voting booth only to press note on it, you might as well just have stayed home, fried yourself a few good pakoras, watch that spicy news, like criticizing the opposition a little bit, or like criticizing both the parties a little bit, and just saying ke भाई साहब अब तो ये कलयुग आ गया है और बस सब ये व्यवस्था खत्म है, पूरी ये खराब हो चुकी है और हमें तो इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है बॉस, देखो. सो इफ यू वांट टू डू दैट तो आप वो करें, लेकिन यू डोंट प्रेस नोट ऑन इट बिकॉज यू नो you might have understood it by now. Yeah. So these are the three categories of people जो मैं देख रही हूँ कि यार it's either I don't give a fuck bro, like I don't give a fuck, like मैं political नहीं हूँ भाई, मेरे तो घर वाले वोट भी नहीं करते, और just or they're left or they're right. But I think on occasions like this, when Sonam Wangchuk has been taken away by the authorities, and there is this hunger strike going on, there is this Jantar Mantar thing will happen on the 20th, all these things. When these kind of occasions show up, it is very important for all of these three groups of people to stand together for one single cause. And that is one thing that India has failed to do again and again and again and again throughout the history. So at this point, I don't have very high expectations about people coming together for one single cause, because I'm still seeing people talk about neat paper leak being a conspiracy theory. Neat paper leak never happened. You really can't be denying all that shit. These are the kind of people who are replicating people's votes, and they have absolutely no shame about it, zero accountability, absolutely nothing. And then people come to me and they have the audacity to tell me कि अगर मोदी नहीं तो कौन. Very good question. Very nice question that you have asked me. And that is what I feel. Yeah, what is this? What is this dimension that I'm living in? This doesn't feel real. How can a person? Oh my god. To these kind of people, I just want to say that, see, you are either not, like, seeing things, I guess, or if you are seeing the wrong things, I think some taking a few wrong turns there. Start seeing, start asking questions, look around, don't be fucking selfish. I know you only support this particular party because you're either benefiting from them or you're just ignorant and uneducated. So if it's not the former but the latter, I hope it is the latter, because that would be easier to change, because it's just, illiteracy. Study a bit, like, there are a lot of, like, India is very good in this. We have so many YouTube channels helping people prepare for UPSC for free, like, that is a big thing. So I think that you can definitely find out a few, I guess, a few political science classes, and then like a few current affairs classes, lectures. So I think you will get to know मोदी नहीं तो कौन का answer, I think. Yeah. But that is the thing that I'm like absolutely shot in the face with. Okay, oh, if not Modi, then who? Like, I hate to break it to you, but like, I think Rahul Gandhi would be a nice option. And I say it, and people just look at me with like judgmental eyes. Like, is she sure about what she's saying? Because I don't think so. And I'm like, well, it's all right. It's not like I can fix somebody's entire education in a few minutes. So I'll just let you be. But yeah, I think Rahul Gandhi would be a pretty great fit for, the position of the Prime Minister. I can look at it and you can laugh about it and have like a good fucking laughing session, and yeah, increase your dopamine, babe. I'm very happy for you. But it is true. I think Rahul Gandhi would be like so much better than Modi. Modi is like, I don't know what is there to like in that guy. Like, he's just he's just mad. Like, he's so mad. Like, with like all that, like all that island shit and stuff. Like, so ew, ew. And then like all his vote chori stuff. Bro, if Modi was just sitting in front of me like an uncle, a random uncle, I would have had my fun with that guy. But like, yeah, man, you really need to read. You really need to educate yourself so that if somebody walks up to you and says मोदी नहीं तो कौन, तो उनके मुंह पे आप एटलीस्ट 4 बुक recommendations तो फेंक के मार सको ना. You should have at least 4 books you can recommend to these bitches, even though they're not gonna read shit. भाई ये अनपढ़ गवार घटिया टाइप के लोग हैं, इन्होंने कुछ नहीं पढ़ना है अपनी जिंदगी में. बट आप फिर भी दो इनको रेकमेंड करो, क्या पता शायद कुछ हो जाए, यू नो. लाइक that's the thing. That's the thing about revolutionaries. They fight against the system, not against the person. So you help, you give them book recommendations, you make them understand if you can. You don't fight with them unless they're actually being an asshole. In that case, I would suggest punch them in the face, like for a good 2-3 times. Something happens, well, you know who to, you know who to call. See any good lawyers around you, you know who to call. So like, yeah, people do really need to educate themselves, man. You know, the worst kind of people I was telling you about when I was talking about the apolitical people, I believe that most of them apolitical people, they're all like a bunch of capitalists. Just don't give a shit, obviously. India's most famous capitalist society. You get what I mean? So that particular India's most famous capitalist society, man, they love Modi. They like being apolitical, you know. क्योंकि boss, ये बात तो है. They have to be apolitical, man. Because they just care about money. They don't give a shit about government. And that is why India में एक ही state है भैंचो. One state that has the ability to be so fucking opportunist, to be so fucking money minded, that no matter what happens, you are not going to say a word unless you lose money. Absolutely having fun, these bitches, making easy money, not giving a shit about what's going on in the country, क्योंकि हमारे बाप का क्या ही जाता है, and erasing minorities, a substantial amount of minorities from a whole state. I kid you not. All for what? Votes, power, money. So that's why, to beat these kind of people, you gotta study and you gotta learn as much as you can. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Like, just had like a lot of thoughts in my mind about all these things and just wanted to get them out. So I thought, what better vault other than our dear YouTube? So here I am, signing off, hoping to seeing you again very, very soon. Because guess who is getting back in her YouTube girly era? Me, bitches. So yeah, see you later, alligators. Signing off, nandiniiivyas. Bye bye.